If you're someone who's looking to build iOS application and want to use in-app purchases, then you should definitely know about something called RevenueCat. RevenueCat provides you and makes your life easier by including App Store Connect API and giving you a good developer experience, and makes you test different onboarding flow for different countries, for different region, and you can experiment and you can increase the conversion rate for your applications in-app purchases. So today I will be talking about the Revenue Cat dashboard, how the basic terminologies and how to use Revenue Cat as a beginner. And tomorrow, as a part 2, I will talk about the code implementation and walkthrough on Revenue Cat. So let's get into the video. So you can see this is the dashboard which I've opened, in which you can see the charts, in which you can see right now the revenue, and also this particular revenue is actually the real revenue, which is actually 0, but you can see this is my sandbox data. Okay, so this is my sandbox data. You can see here as active trials, active subscription, MRR, revenue, last 175 days, like 28 days. So I was just playing around, and now I can confidently talk about what are the things which you should also know as a beginner. So before that, let's understand how Revenue Cat works. So this is your iOS application, this is your App Store, this is your Revenue Cat. So according to Apple, you should actually use iOS and App Store directly to collect the payments. But when you do something like this one, what happens is that you want to change the price, you want to change the onboarding flow, you want to change as per different region. But for that, you need to push a new code for new onboarding flow. That is really difficult. That is actually, it will require app review every time. But what if you give that permission, like the product IDs from the App Store to this one? So Revenue Cat communicate with App Store via API, and you load the onboarding flow directly from Revenue Cat. So this is how the communication goes. And there are three things you should know when you are working with Revenue Cat dashboard. So first thing which you need to know, that is product catalog. There are three things again, that is your products, that is your offerings, and that is entitlements. And once you know these three, then you need to understand what is onboarding flow. So this is actually the paywall, in my opinion. Yes, the onboarding paywall. So we will just say paywall. So this is the flow. So you must have seen this type of flow in many ways. Like you download the application, you see onboarding, you sign in, and after that you get like 2 or 3 drawers, and after that you get the payment option. But then you have to subscribe or you press the close button. So this is product offering and entitlements and paywall. These four terminologies you should know when you're working with Revenue Cat. So let's understand what is product, what is offering, what is entitlement, and what is paywall. So first of all, go to the product catalog in your dashboard again. But before that, if you're building it for the first time and you need something called test key, so you need to go in app provider and you need to like press the test store. So it will activate the test store. You can get the API key for testing. Now get this API key, copy this API key, because we will need in the future. In the part 2, I will show you how to implement that in the code. And after that, go to product catalog. Now since we are in the test mode, go to products. If you are not in the test mode, you have to click new product and you have to link your app store product IDs, which we will talk in another video. But right now we are talking about test store. So go to test store table, go to new, create new identifier. So it can be plus, monthly, something like that. Any identifier like a keyword, then display name, what customer can see, name, then what type of item it is. Auto renewing subscription, consumable, non-consumable. Auto renewing subscription, which renews after every month, after every week, month, or yearly, or 6 months. Then non-consumable are items which are lifetime purchase. Consumable items are something like, again, one time purchases, but that can be repeated. So non-consumable cannot be repeated. So these are the three differences you should know. And after that, you've created the product, you need to create something called entitlements. So now you have seen that a lot of products can be created. So you create around 10 or 20 products in the App Store Connect, and then you link it directly here. But since you are in the test mode, you can directly create here. So you create 10 products. Now for each product, you can link a entitlement. So what are entitlements? So what happens is that if someone buys something for $7, if someone buys something for $7, I want to give them access to premium plan. So this is my plan. Okay. Now if someone buys a plan, lifetime plan of $7, so maybe premium, so it can be something like, so it can be something like $70, for example. So this is one example. So you can see they both are from premium plan. Now again, if I copy this example, and again if I just do this one, then 100, and this is the enterprise maybe. Now if I do this one, so you can see I have created two entitlements here. So these are actually the access which you want to give, that is premium, and that is the like the live enterprise. So this is actually you need to do. So you need to create a new entitlement in which you actually give, like for example, I am giving it enterprise. So I need to give enterprise, and after that I need to give enterprise. So if I do this one, if I add, now I've created one entitlement. Now here I can link the product which I want. So I will attach the test store, and in the test store I can create directly the product here, or what I can do, I can directly add attach product directly from here. So I can see I can click this one and I can attach directly here. So these are the two ways to create entitlement. We need entitlement to give access. So the user level access. So you can see I've created plus. Now you have to create something called offerings. So what happens is that maybe I am watching this from the USA. So for USA, I want to offer the enterprise plan directly. Enterprise plan directly. So because I know US people can buy it easily because they have the cash to buy it easily, and they need it because they also use it for, they will be using it in the bulk. So I know the majority of the users from the USA will be from enterprise plan. Now if I am selling something for maybe another country, maybe for Middle East region, if I am selling something, and if they don't need the pro, like the main enterprise plan, they can use the pro plan. So this can be Middle East, this can be Europe. So let me just do it for EU. So I can sell the pro plan there because they don't use much of the tech thing. So I can easily get benefit from that by selling them the pro plan. So I know for USA I want to show a different offering. For EU I want to show a different offering. So again it can be combination of different products as well, but this is how it, you can say in the layman terms. Now go to new offering, create the package like the identifier. So whatever identifier you want, so maybe the identifier name is maybe EU I want to create, then EU region if I create this one, and I can do add package. Now here I have to click any of the lifetime package I want to create, and I can link the item. Now again I have to create a new package. Now here I can do monthly, and here again I can do this one, and I can save this one. After saving, like, okay, I just need to create this one monthly. Let me just select the, okay, what happened? Okay, monthly, and here I have to, okay, monthly is already selected because I've created this one. All right, let me just fix this one. So let me just click the lifetime here. Let me click the lifetime here. It is already monthly. Okay, monthly plan. This is the monthly plan. This is the lifetime plan. So you can see I've created this one, and I can easily create this new package. Now this new package is created, but we need to called something called paywall. So no paywall is created here. So for EU region, we will create a new paywall because this is the most interesting part of the revenue guide, that is the paywall. So again, it comes with no code implementation. You can go here, you can create the offering for which you want to create the paywall, and again click this one, and you can choose any of the paywall which you need from the template, or you can select directly from scratch. So my session will be to choose from the discard changes. choose from the template because it's already configured. So I will choose this one because I've already chosen this one earlier. Now here you can change the price, and also just you need to change these are just text. So you change this text, you change this item. Now when you save this draft, it will be saved, and you need to create something called link the EU identifier, then EU region. You need to name the paywall, and this is almost done. You can see for different mobiles how it will look. So you can just test it directly here, and you can test it for direct light mode, dark mode, and everything. Preview settings, introductory offer content, promo offer content, and all. So yeah. And once you have done, you can save to draft, and after save to draft, it published to a published paper will be available. Now you can see the errors. You can just fill the items for the, like, you can just fill the packages as fast as possible. So you can see what are the packages I want to give. I want to link the lifetime selected by default. I want to add the lifetime as selected by default, or I can add any other package here. So you can see I have review an app, and this is done. Package item is done. And for this package, this is the monthly, and this is the lifetime. So you can see I've updated this one, and now I have to add URL button. So you can see this is the terms and condition button which I have to link. So I can just put any random item for now, but when you are publishing for the production, you need this done. Now here you have the another URL button, in which again I have to give the URL. So if I give this one, the URL is done. Now I think I've resolved all the 4 errors. Now I can do the publish A1. So okay, this one is actually which one? Okay, so what is by default? I want the lifetime plan to be by default. So let me just do this one. Now I think publish to paywall is done. Now it is actually live. Now you can test this item as well by previewing the published version and all, and you can use RevenueCat's its own internal application to test the paywall, how it will look in the mobile. So that is not necessary for us right now. I just wanted to show you how it will look. Now if you go to paywall again, you can see here I can test this. So these are the lifetime details packages I have, the paywall, how it will look in the UI and on. Yeah, and you can see how the go to editor, you can use RevenueCat REST API to see the ID. So open a new tab, you can see the offerings and all, and how we have linked it. So this is it, guys. This is the part one which you have to do. And after you have done this, then the main implementation, the code implementation, how to link it in the code, how to link it with your Superbase, that I will talk in the second video. But this is the first thing which you have to do. Now once you have done that, once you click any payment and all, it will be updated directly in the sandbox here, which you can see I've made all the $7 payments and all. So that you have to do. Now you can see this is the experiments tab, which I've told, like, for different item, like for different user, you create a different experiment. So, and for targeting also, you can see if country is US or UK, you show a different offering. If app is Play Store, like for Google and Android users, you show a different offering. But since I am talking about iOS, so our main differentiating factor will be the country only for now, or maybe the season, maybe the date, maybe the month in which that user is opening the application. So we can create new rule, and we can give the new offering. Otherwise the default offering should be linked directly from the API. So okay, so these are the customer and also, but this will not be updated because we are not using sandbox. This is actually the real one. So you can see which I want to make default. So my default is actually plus monthly. So this paywall will come. So I don't need this one. So I will just delete this one because I've already configured the plus monthly, which I will show you in the application. So this is the update which I wanted to give you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Till then, take care and bye.